Hello. In this session, we'll be discussing about morphological image processing. So let's start with an agenda. Uh, First, we'll discuss what is the term morphology and what is the morphology in terms of image processing. And then we'll discuss different morphological operations available. So, term morphology has a meaning in biology. It is the study of form and structure of animals and plants. And also morphology has meaning in the linguistics, which is language processing, which means study of words and their structures and relationship with other words. But here we are talking about the image processing. So what is morphology in terms of image processing? So it is a technique to analyze and process the geometrical shapes and objects present in an image. So these operations are mainly performed for the image enhancement part, and these operations can be applied on any binary images and grayscale images mainly. So as we are discussing the binary images, uh, one concept here needs to be cleared first. So here on the right side we have one image. It is a segmented image. It has mainly two parts. One is a background and one is foreground. So the black portion will be called as a background and the white portion which will call it as a foreground. So this white pixel has a value of 1 and these black pixels has a value of zeros. So it is a kind of a matrix of zeros and ones which we'll see in upcoming slides how we'll process it. Okay, so let's start with an use case. Here we are given with an image which has statements and words written in it. So it's an historical image and uh, the words are not that much readable. So what our goal is to make this image more readable form. So here this is the processed image we can see. So it's the font in the processed image is kind of now bold and it is more readable compared to source image. So here we can see the foreground part, which is the white portion, and here in our case, this is the statements uh, now are bold, kind of they have grown and they are more readable. So this process of growing the foreground part is called the dilation. So dilation means growing or thickening the object from the binary image. So these objects are grown, but how that object will grow. So that will be done by structuring element. And again, how much that object will grow, which will depend on the shape of the structuring element. So let's first understand the structuring element because that will be used in other morphological operations too. So the structuring element is nothing but a matrix uh, of ones and zeros. Obviously, we are talking about here binary images. So the structuring element consists of zeros and ones, and it's the shape of m cross n. The shape of the structuring element will not be same for always. It depends on the application. And some authors also like to call structuring element as a kernel. So somewhere we'll be using term kernel, somewhere we'll be using term structuring element. Both are same. So structuring element um, plays important role in all the morphological operations. So let's see how it works. So here on the left side we are given with an structuring element, and this is the source image which we have. So it consists of zeros and ones as it is binary image. And this is the symbol of dilation operation. So what structuring element does is it crawls over an entire image starting from 0 0. So this is the matrix, so we can give index. So it's a 0 0 to 4 4. So it crawls over an entire image pixel by pixel, and if it satisfies some condition, then the processed image will have 1 pixel, or otherwise it will be 0 pixel. So let's understand the process here. So the center pixel of an kernel or a structuring element is called as origin. So this center pixel is placed over here on the first pixel, and it checks its neighbor pixels. So this structuring element or this origin pixel has 4 neighbor pixels. So this one is right, left, top, and bottom. So this origin has 4 neighboring pixels. So this origin, once we place this origin here, that is on first pixel, it checks how many the neighbor pixel of the source image has 1. So if any neighboring pixel in source image has also 1, then the processed image will be have 1 value as a that pixel. So initially consider this processed image as an empty matrix. It will be filled once we process one by one pixel. So here we are considering the first pixel, and we have placed this origin on this first pixel. So it has only, as we are considering the first, the only these 4 pixels will be considered. So these 2 pixel has a 1 value, but here in our case, the source image has a 0 value, so it is marked as a 0. So if any neighboring pixel has a value 1, then it will be marked as a 1. So let's say the next pixel. Again, this structuring element is placed over here, and we are checking the neighbor pixels. So we have this neighbor pixel on the right as a 0. This pixel has a 0, but bottom pixel has a 1 value. So if any pixel out of 4 has a 1 value, then the processed image will have 1 value. So like that, we can slide over to each pixel, and it checks all the 4 neighboring pixel. And if any pixel has a 1 value, then it will be marked as a 1. So here, if we compare the source image with the processed image, then we can see the number of ones have been increased. So here, these are the boundary pixel we can call. So these pixels are now marked as 1. These are the boundary pixels. So these pixels are also marked as 1, and these are again the boundary pixels. So these are also marked as 1. So as what dilation does is it increases the foreground. So here the 1 pixel we call it as a foreground. So these foreground pixels are now grown, and the number of zeros, which is the background part, is reduced. Okay, let's see the next use case where we are given with an image. The source image is given on the left side. So here we can see this is actually an output of segmentation model. The model has segmented a person correctly, but it has also given some other pixel which we don't want in our final output image. So what we want to do here is we want to erase these pixels, and we want this kind of clean processed image. So this is the kind of a post-processing function we can call in an entire pipeline. But here we are only focusing on this, removing these pixels only. So this process will be call it as a erosion, because we want to erode this pixels, the unwanted pixels present in this image. So let's say the definition here. What erosion does is it shrinks or thins an object in a binary. So earlier dilation, what dilation does is it grows the pixels, but in case of erosion, it shrinks the pixels. And again, structuring element is responsible for shrinking the binary object. So let's see the example here. So again, structuring element is the same as the last time, and the source image is also same. So this time, the symbol of structuring element is a circle with minus. So earlier for the dilation, it was circle with plus sign in it. So again, this origin of a kernel is placed over in each pixel, and it slides over all the pixel and generates the processed image. So in start, this will be the empty array. So once we process each pixel, we'll be placing the values here. So this time the difference compared to dilation is that, so in dilation, if any neighboring pixel is one of the origin in source image, then we were marking it as a one. But here in case of erosion, all the neighboring pixel has to be one. Then and only the processed image will have value 1. Otherwise, it will be marked as 0. So first, this origin will be started from here. We'll be placing this origin here, and it will check all the neighboring pixels. But here only 2 pixels are available and both are 0. So this is marked as 0. So for this row, this will be same because the top row of kernel will not be present in this case. So when we reach here, so which means this structuring element is placed over here, and then it checks a structuring element has 4 neighbor pixel of value 1. But in our case here, the left neighbor has a value 0 and top neighbor has value 0. But bottom neighbor has value 1 and right neighbor has value 1. But it has to be like for the 4 neighbor pixel has to be 1, and then only the output pixel will have value 1. So because of that, this pixel of the same place is marked as 0. So if we consider this pixel, let's say if we are sliding and we have reached to this position. So this neighboring pixel is placed here. So if we consider the neighbor pixel now, so it has top, bottom, left and right. All pixels are 1. So that's why the output image has a pixel value 1 over here. And for the same, this 1 pixel has it also satisfies the all the neighboring pixel condition. So that's why the resultant image has pixel value 1 over here. If you check for the other pixel, it will not satisfy all the condition. That's why all the pixels are marked with 0. So what ultimately erosion does is it removes the foreground pixels and increases the background pixels. So if we compare these two images, then there were this many number of ones in source image, but in output we have only 2 number of ones, and all the remaining ones are converted to zeros. So erosion increases the background and decreases the foreground. Next, we have opening operation. So again, this operation is nothing but combination of erosion and dilation, which we saw earlier. So here, if we have some case like this, the image has a lot of noise present. So what we do is, first we apply the erosion. So what erosion will do is, it will remove all these noise pixel and it will make image more clear. But as erosion also removes the background pixels, what we want to do is we want to make this background pixel again visible. So we apply the dilation operation on the erosion image. So that way, this image will have less number of noise, and all the bordering pixel will be present. So let's see the mathematical formula here. Consider F as an input image and S is a structuring element. So again, what a opening is? Opening is erosion followed by dilation. So first, source image um, will be performed erosion with the structuring element, which is this operation, and then the resultant image will be again applied the dilation process with the same structuring element. So that way it will have more clear image. Next operation we have is closing operation, which is the opposite of opening operation. So first here we are applying dilation, then we are applying erosion. So what, like this is the source image. So what will dilation do is it will increase this foreground image and then uh, will apply the erosion. So again it will decrease the increased part. So here in our case, closing operation is not a perfect match because this is not solving a problem. So again, this all the operations are totally dependent on the application need. So somewhere we only need to apply the erosion, or somewhere we need to apply erosion and dilation, that is opening. So that way, based on the requirement, we can apply any of the four operations. And yes, this is the mathematical explanation for this closing operation. Um, so first we are applying the dilation with the source image, and then the resultant image will be applied erosion with the structuring element. So that is the uh, points in this session. In summary, we can consider what is morphology. It's a technique to process the binary objects present in an image. And then we discussed about the structuring element, which is responsible for uh, growing or thickening the object. And then we discussed about the dilation of this operation, which uh, increases the foreground pixels. And then we discussed about the erosion part, which is the increases the background part and it decreases the foreground part. And then the combination of dilation and erosion, we discussed about opening and closing. Thank you.